Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. And in the last episode, we became orphans, and the city of Skalitz was destroyed. We need to go talk to Sir Robard, I think his name was, and kind of figure out where to go from here. This is the neighboring castle that we ran to, and looks interesting.
I hear you came from Skalitz today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
Ooh. Oh,
Be a bit more careful.
We can talk to the villager? Or can we not? Can we not walk past her?
Seemed...
Yes, we can. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure.
Are you serious?
Pardon? Ah, Sir Robard. Can we talk to her
tell me
now?
What happened at Skalitz? I have kin there.
Hey!
Oh, we can. Nice. Maybe. I don't want to talk about Skalitz. Be honest. So we've got... They torched Rovna on their way. This is our highest.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh no.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
That's horrible. You were very fortunate to survive. And God bless you for warning us. I'll pray for you, lad.
Must eat.
Ooh, is that why we were getting blurry? Okay. I saw some food here at the tables, right? Food. Oh, okay. Can't go that way. Oh, private area? Okay. There's no food. See if Sir Robard has food. Or Robert, or whatever.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Correct.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talent, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Food? Oh, I thought I just passed out.
Milady, you are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear. Aren't you, young master? Here
You
you
get
are,
that
then.
blood.
Eat your fill.
And a
Cleaned
little
off me.
wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good
That's
night,
some
man.
interesting hairstyle on her.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Will do. I'll try and get this blood off me as well. Eat. Noms. Ooh, roast duck. Yes, please. And lentil mash. Bread roll. Cheese. Now we go into the inventory and eat all of the things. Was it food? Yes. Was it eat? Cheese. Mash. Not the marigold thing. Ooh, the schnapps. May want to save that. May want to... Oh, it sells for 100. Well, let's see how we... We're better now? Okay, we have eaten. Life is better. And we'll take the wine.
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz. I have kin there.
No, you want the story too? They slaughtered everyone. We can go ahead and just be blunt. Yeah, let's just say it was awful. And Sigismund came with his army.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army.
Yep.
I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh, no.
And... yeah, same thing.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded.
Now who's that guy?
Then I turned and saw Father trying to save Mother.
Oh, he's got firewood. He's like, do you mind?
They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here.
He's like, yeah, this is a tragic tale. Can you scoot?
My God, that's horrible.
Lord.
You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Jesus!
Oh.
Look where you're going.
Oh, sorry, I'm passing out. Sleep. Oh, easy. Don't pass out now. Is this one of the lodges? Yep, this is one of the lodges. Your stamina and eloquence will also gradually decrease. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and drink some wine. He reached a new level in drinking. Indeed. And sleepy times. And hopefully... How long do you want to sleep? So let's go for the full 10 hours. Well, what time is it right? I guess it's right. It's 19. 2 hours. 10 hour. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and sleep 10 hours. I would assume that that is a significant... because it's going to be like 3 in the morning. 12 hours. Oh, is something going to happen now?
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I forgot to wash myself. Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry.
Oh, Lord.
I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
We're going to have the option. Or maybe we just go into the morning, maybe. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, we've already told 2 villagers about it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Oh, 5 and 5.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him.
Oh, Lord.
Cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
Deja vu, so...
Oh, boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
He's so traumatized.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Whew.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life.
Yeah.
After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Oh, you poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding, those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through... I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robard. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
And...
You're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
It's been an interesting day. That's going to be an interesting moral choice. By the way, there's less time to make a decision than there would be in, like, a Telltale game. That's crazy. Oh, Lord. Women in the middle. Oh.
Wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Okay, what kind of company, though? Is it bad company? Good company? Indecisive? Guess we're going to find out. Take the torch from the table. Oh. Okay. Use your torch by holding... Oh. That's the sword. Good to know. So that's how you actually use that. Okay, well... How... Yes. Excellent. An unsheathed weapon will provoke fear among villagers and in towns, and citizens are likely to... Yes, they will. Oh, hello. Ma'am, how are you? It's a very, like, enclosed fortress. Oh, I am in a private area. How do we get up to the battlements, then? I mean, we're technically on the battlements. Are there battlements on the other side to go through? Go to the battlements via... Ah, the gateway stairs. Okay. Gotcha.
Talmberg's a strong castle, though. It can handle a siege.
The best thing would be to join forces with Skalitz and wipe Sigismund's bastards off the face of the earth.
That's probably why they attacked so quick, so we wouldn't have time to join forces.
Aye, you might be right. For sure, Sigismund ain't no fool. A backstabbing swine, maybe, but no fool.
You're right there.
And our torch isn't going out, which is a small mercy. You seem depressed.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Indeed. Hello? Who is it? Oh, survivors?
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robard?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
Oh, the blood
Brave
washed
young
away.
Man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense. and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will, and good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a short way right there now!
Man, what a horrible set of circumstances for those people.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body.
That means you,
I want
Bob.
you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Yeah, boss. Now what do we do?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
Oh,
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Rightio. Alright, guys. Well, it looks like we are going to keep watch on the battlements. Play a guard. But we'll see what happens next. Well, I don't know. Let's see. We're going to run into any spies or such. Could be interesting. I'll tell you what, we'll see what happens in the next episode. I'll go ahead and end it here. If you guys liked it... Oh. Yeah. Okay. If you guys liked it, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. That'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.